said. Number one answer was TV. TV. When Pinocchio's nose grows, it looks like. You said carrot, survey said. Carrot was the number one answer. Survey said. To do with women, you said money. Survey said cars. Cars was the number one answer. $5 a point, $810. But hey, folks, we'll see you next time, folks.
When unforeseen happens in the Ozarks, Ben Davis is emergency for unattended death, accidental death, and more. People call us because they know we'll help. Ben Davis Restoration, locally owned and always here when you need us.
Most need to be removed. Relief fast at Dental ER. We can remove most wisdom teeth. You call or then give us a call at 851.
I'm a holiday gift. Wait. Hey, we might just make it to New Year's after all.
Before you hit the road, hit the team you trust. Big O Tires. For a limited time, get our healthy car special for only $39.95.
We've got you covered at Big O.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey.
You know what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
Hawks, Pelicans, Raptors, dinosaur parlay.
Okay.
I feel like mascots should affect the over-under, no? Try saying player props 3 times fast. Player props, player props, player props. A little easier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know. Ooh, betting in space? I'll be honest, I think the moon's overrated. I'm sorry. Back to my original thought.
Oh, my God.
New customers in Missouri bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets guaranteed.
For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, Romans 3:23. Thankfully, Jesus died to provide a remedy for our sin problem. Watch Let the Bible Speak, Lord's Days at 7, as we present the way back to God.
Get a first look at game-winning highlights, the latest local sports news and scores, weeknights on the Ozarks First Sports Report.
The Ozarks First Sports Report is sponsored by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks and the 2025 Chevy Silverado.
Before you hit the road, hit the team you trust. Big O Tires. For a limited time, get our healthy car special for only $39.95.
We've got you covered at Big O.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays from Ozarks First.
KC Huddle on Ozarks First, sponsored by Wildhaven Building Company.
And welcome to another edition of Kansas City Huddle, the regular season finale here in Kansas City, alongside Mike Pennell, two-time Super Bowl champion and Chiefs nose tackle, the Beast as he's known. How about it for Mr. Pennell? Some Beast chants out there. We got a Beast game coming up for you a little bit later.
Facts, okay, I'm ready.
That's going to be fun. First of all, we got to start with the tough news, uncharted territory, not only for you, but the Chiefs. How are folks handling it?
You know, we lost more than the game on Sunday, so, you know, for the younger guys, this is all they've known is success and Super Bowls and playoff runs. And, you know, it's challenging, but, you know, everybody's in as good a spirits as you can be. The young guys are ready to go out there and still continue and progress and put some good film out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I know obviously you have 3 games to go. Some guys have a lot to play for. Some guys playing for jobs. Some guys playing for positions. I mean, how quick do you have to shift your mentality now that you know the playoffs are over and you're basically playing for pride in yourself?
I mean, it has to be the same mentality. That's where your professionalism comes in. For the younger guys, it's something new, and that's where the veterans come in to kind of guide them through the situation. You know, guys that have been other places to kind of put their arms around the younger guys to keep them professional and keep their main thing the main thing. So your motivation for football shouldn't have changed at this moment, so you should still be excited to go out there and perform.
Patrick Mahomes, the injury, you mentioned it. I mean, your thoughts when you saw the play and then what happened?
Yeah, I mean, it was devastating. You know, on our sideline, it was very surreal to see that, and, you know, unfortunately it was here, you know, early on in the first Super Bowl where I've seen the highs of the highs, and, you know, that just kind of was something strange to see at that moment, at that time in the game, and, you know, we're all just trying to keep the spirits up, but had a successful surgery, and he's already attacking rehab, so, you know, he's just doing it the best way that Pat knows how to do it.
Yeah, we know that guy's built different, man,
Oh,
from
absolutely.
a mentality come back. But ACL and the LCL, I mean, you're looking at 9 months at the start of next season. We're not going to speculate on whether he'll be there for week 1, but we know he's going to give everything he can to get back on the field as soon as possible. What's Coach Reed saying to the team after the injury and losing a chance to get to the playoffs?
I mean, we've had those real discussions. We had that meeting today, and, you know, his emphasis was professionalism and motivation in the locker room, and, you know, attacking the game as the same as any week. And guys are accepting that message. You know, guys in the locker room have a lot of respect for Coach Reed, and we don't got too many guys that are like that, so that's not really a big concern for us. Guys are still going to do what they need to do.
You mentioned it earlier. This is new for the new guys. The rookies obviously don't know anything about not going to the Super Bowl. You got a lot of guys on this team who have played in the Super Bowl. Through your career, you've been on teams who've been very good, teams who haven't been so good. So are folks coming to you asking for advice on how to navigate the last 3 games?
Of course, you know, and I just try to give them the best advice I can through the circumstances I've been to, playing other places, and, you know, the things that they need to work on in the offseason, from draft picks to undrafted rookies, and just seeing the perspective of the business and how to handle and carry themselves going into next year.
And for you personally, how are you handling the last 3 games of the season?
I mean, you know, anytime I have an opportunity to play in that red and white, man, I'm good and I'm ready to go. I'm highly, highly disappointed for our fan base because I know how much they care about us, and, you know, they've seen, you know, some of the success that we've had, and this is an outcome that nobody would have expected from this year. So I think just for me, you know, I have to be acknowledgeable of that. I have to be appreciative of that, and going out there and having the ability to perform in that jersey, you know, that means everything to me. So I'm excited to play.
Yeah, obviously losing is never good, especially a high-stakes losing, but it makes you take a look at yourself, as Coach Reed said, look in the mirror, make some change, fix some things. Anything that you would like to see change over the next 3 weeks or maybe next season?
You know, just over the next few weeks, guys, just, you know, take their professionalism, you know, take it day by day how it needs to be. But next year, just coming back with that hunger and that intent. You know, the injury to 15 was, you know, unexpected for anybody. So kind of seeing how that goes, and just, you know, the room's going to be different. The guys are going to be different on both sides of the ball, and just making sure everybody has that, you know, that mentality of how this year played out, and take that into the offseason and come back ready to go next year.
After the game, do you have any time to reflect on what you've done, going from an undrafted free agent to a 2-time Super Bowl champion, and what the Chiefs have done over the past 7-8 years?
Yes. I mean, you know, being back with these guys, we're always having times where we're talking about the past and we're reflecting, but not too much reflection because we're not at the end, you know what I mean? I just know that isn't where it wants to end, or that's not the last chapter of my book. So being around the guys I've started with, you know, the brotherhood that I built coming back here, you know, so just enjoying those guys in these moments, you know.
Speaking of brotherhood, one of your biggest fans here, Chris Jones,
My guy.
when you were gone, your guy, right? He's calling for you to come back. What's your relationship with Stone Cold?
Yeah, that's my brother, man. It extends beyond the field. You know, we're attached, always talking football in the building, and, you know, outside the building, we got a lot of similar circumstances, similar interests. So, you know, that connection always grow. And it was just real sad in the beginning year how things played out, but you know, in my mind, in my head, there was some way to get back here, and I would do that. So I'm just glad that worked out that way. You know, definitely wanted to keep that streak of coming back and going back to Super Bowls alive, but I guess it had to be broken at some time.
Yeah, folks at home and here don't know what you're talking about. The last two times you were brought in mid-season, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. We were hoping to get a three-peat in that area, but, you know, it just didn't happen.
Yeah, that's what I wanted, and, you know, just being able to be in the opportunity. I mean, last year we were in the Super Bowl, we came up short. I know a lot of guys want to kind of get back at the bid, and that's why this year is just so much more disappointing of what it is. But guys will come back hungrier. Guys will come back, you know, more hardened by this. I think, you know, the mentality will change for sure from this year, and that's the biggest difference that'll be next year.
Yeah, it stinks learning from a loss, but it can be done, and y'all proven that you've done it in the past. So no reason to think you won't in the future, right?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, we'll have more coming up on Kansas City Huddle with Chief Nose Tackle Mike Pennell. Y'all stick around.
So Wildhaven Homes is going to be the premier builder in Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Tennessee.
So ideally at Wildhaven Homes, we're looking for families that want a legacy. We want to go past just the idea of building cookie cutter homes and be able to do something that transcends time.
Whatever you want from a barn door perspective, we can provide that.
Why Wildhaven? Because you're going to be part of our family, and that's how we're going to treat you. And we're going to be there with you every step of the way, building your perfect Wildhaven home.
Visit our website, check us out on social media, and we hope that we can be a part of your forever home.
Okay, let's rewind. A freak hailstorm hit, sending this group running for shelter. Inside, they were greeted by Edna's warm welcome and a TV showing football that no one wanted to change, ever. So they pulled out the BetMGM app and put together a live parlay. But what would the fourth leg be? New York. Soon, the whole bar was pulling for that parlay. Make it a place you'll never forget. BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
So you only check it twice?
Well, yes.
Huh. Nissan tests every model thousands of times. We even test them for severe Arctic weather. No wonder Nissan is J.D. Power's #1 in new vehicle quality. Hold on to that hat, Santa.
Add a Nissan to your list at the Nissan year-end event. Now get 0% APR for 60 months when financed through NMAC, or get up to $5,000 customer cash on select new models.
All of us at Cash Family Orthodontics want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for trusting us with your smiles for 50 years.
Merry Christmas!
Our Getting the Job Done moment of the week presented by KB Complete goes to Chiefs defensive end Ashton Gelati. The rookie snagged his first career interception and recorded half a sack against the Chargers.
The job's not done until it's KB Complete.
Welcome back to Kansas City Huddle with Chiefs nose tackle Mike Pennell. We just saw Ashton Gelati there getting the first pick and half a sack in that game. The kid looks pretty good. What did you see from him in this game?
Oh, yeah, he definitely turned it on this game. You know, I was glad he brought the catch in, you know. He got the interception. I mean, we got to work on the blocking a little bit from the other defensive members, but he did his thing. I was proud of him.
How close have you ever been to an interception in a game?
As close as a tip ball, you know.
As close as a tip ball?
Due to my position, you know, I don't get opportunities like that. I do drop in coverage, have a good coverage rate, though.
You do have a good coverage rate, and you have a couple fumble recoveries.
Oh, absolutely.
I remember a couple of those. One on Aaron Rodgers, who you played alongside. And a lot of folks like to compare Patrick Mahomes to Aaron Rodgers, especially in the early years. You know them both, played with them both. What do you see?
I see a lot of similarities in play style and arm talent. The demeanor, though, is a little bit different. A-Rod's a little bit more laid back, but, you know, Pat's a dissector of the game. He's a perfectionist, a critique of himself. You know, it's kind of hard. They're very similar, but, you know, the biggest difference is, you know, Pat's just driven. Maybe it's a Texas thing or something like that. Just a driven winner, kind of cowboy style playing football, but definitely a winner.
As a native Texan, I know exactly where you're coming from there on that one. I want to go back to Chris Jones. You talked about your relationship there. Been a pretty tough year for Chris Jones, up and down year on and off the field. I mean, how do you guys keep each other in the moment when things don't go right on and off the field?
A lot of conversation. You know, me and him are very transparent with each other. You know, he's very critical of my game. We both talk about the game with each other on and off the field. So, you know, with all the family stuff he had going on and trying to compartmentalize everything and, you know, still be a leader and still perform at the highest level, you know, I tip my hat off to him. Handled it as best he could. And, you know, I think 2026 is going to be a very clear and more, you know, dedicated football year kind of thing when all the outside things kind of settle down.
Yeah, to me, in my opinion, it seemed like a frustrating year because of what happened on the field, a couple of missed assignments there, and then, man, the dude's getting double teamed, it seems like, on every play. How frustrating is that for a guy in y'all's position to just get constantly double teamed and not have a chance to do what you need to do?
I mean, yeah, it's frustrating, you know, to him, of course, but it's a credit also to his play style and, you know, the player that he is, you know. Offensive coordinators are going to scheme for him. He understands that, and, you know, that has to free up other people around him, you know. So this year, you know, I know for me personally, I wish there were more things that we could do to help that, but I think next year, you know, see a lot more of those double teams coming off.
All right, let's talk about a guy that you played against who's now back in the league, Phillip Rivers.
Oh.
Dude's 44 years old, ladies and gentlemen. He played last weekend. He's going to play again this weekend. What do you remember playing against Phillip Rivers?
A gunslinger and the #1 trash talker I ever played against in the NFL, for sure, yeah. You know, he didn't cuss or anything, but his trash talk, he was on it the whole game.
There's a whole bunch of dadgummits and all this
exactly.
other stuff. Yeah.
But I watched the game. He didn't look that bad. I mean, 44 years old going out there, winning the touchdown. I know he gave a lot of motivation to a lot of people. I don't know if the tryouts are going to go up a little bit for older guys, but, you know, he was always a fierce competitor, man, even playing in San Diego, and I'm glad to see him, you know. I'm glad to even see something like that is even possible. That was really cool to see, because he's still living his dream at 44.
Yeah, that's amazing. You got a sack against Phillip Rivers, I believe, 2019?
Yeah, 2019.
In Mexico, is that right?
Mexico City,
yeah.
There
you go.
Good memory.
What do you remember from that? Or do you remember much from that?
Oh, I
mean,
do.
You're not as old as Phillip. You should be able to remember, right?
Yeah, I do remember that game. I think that was like the first actual game I was activated after the Green Bay game coming to Kansas City. So very turned up. The guys supported me. Ended up having a pretty good game there. It was kind of the start of like the 2019 run. So that was a nostalgic game for me.
And one of the other big plays I remember watching from the press box, you hit Jimmy Garoppolo in the Super Bowl. Didn't get much on the throw, got picked off. What do you remember from that play?
Bashar Breeland, man, that just, you know, turned the whole tide. That group was just so special, man, you know. Everybody was playing at such a high level. Everybody was playing for each other. It was just wild to see, you know. And it was the first one, you know, nothing like the first one.
Yeah, I remember seeing you guys on the field when all the confetti came down there at the Hard Rock, and it's the look on your face, the elation on your face. That's what I remember, the elation and the emotion for all that you guys have put in, paid off at that moment.
Absolutely. You know, and all the hard work and all the speeches from Coach Reed, you know, finally coming to fruition in that moment, and just seeing your guys, you know, who have put in that time and getting that success that they strive for and they deserve, you know, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a great moment, right, folks? That was a great moment. First Super Bowl win in 50 years, fantastic. All right, when we come back, we got a special game for Mike Pennell. We're going to do a little playoff bracket, all right? So y'all stick around at home. You guys will have fun with it here, too. We'll be back with more Kansas City Huddle. Right.
Kansas City Huddle is brought to you by KB Complete, Chicken and Pickle, Zenith Rehabilitation, and DraftKings Sportsbook, now live in Missouri.
It happens. And when it does, don't be a hero. Call KB Complete for our $69 drain clearing. And don't worry, we've seen it all. Your job's not done until it's KB Complete.
Yo, what's better than a great touchdown? 5 great touchdowns.
Jamal Charles was cooking. Cooking.
Man, see, those are grown man touchdowns right there.
What is that supposed to mean? Grown man touchdowns. Tell me what it means, weird beard. You look like you about to give out the Gettysburg Address. You got a log cabin? With that stovepipe hat? What's the spread, Brian? Is it 4 scores?
New Missouri customers, sign up today and score $300 in bonus bets once we're live.
The crown is yours.
What I have covered with Country Financial is everything from the ground up.
Life insurance, home insurance, and auto insurance.
Country Financial's been great for us. 3 kids and houses and cars and a business, and it's very comforting to know that Country Financial's in our corner.
It's important to me to know that not only am I insured, I'm insured with a reputable company.
Our experience with Country has always been stress-free. They go above and beyond to help their clients. They take care of what matters most to me.
Welcome back to Kansas City Huddle, joined now by former Chiefs wide receiver and Super Bowl champion Garrick Dieter. Unfortunately, Dieter, Chiefs are out of the playoffs. That came to a crashing halt real quick, and unfortunately, Mahomes is not playing.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Injuries happen in the league, and obviously with the way the Chiefs season has gone, I don't think it could have ended any worse. But at the same time, I think you take a step back and realize what they've done the past 9 years and how much success you've had. Winning 33% of those Super Bowls is pretty impressive. So you take a step back, and sometimes losing is good. I think you learn a lot more from losing than obviously all the success. So I think the Chiefs take a step back, figure out what they need to do on the staff, on the roster, and I think there's going to be a lot of changes next year. But I think it's one of those things. I think it's good for all parties. At the end of the day, it's unfortunate, the injuries, but I think overall it could be a good thing.
Yeah, losing forces you to look in the mirror rather than putting it off. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this week. We know Gardner Minshew is probably going to start. Maybe hard to get some picks, but you got some for us.
Yeah, of course. I think you saw what Gardner did last game, getting in that one drive. He looked for Travis Kelce. So I love Kelce to get a touchdown this week. I think with his uncertainty in the future in his career, I think they're going to do everything that they can do to have a few games that he's having some success, scoring some touchdowns, breaking some records. So I love Kelce touchdown this week. I love Noah Gray to score this week. I think when you take a step back and a backup quarterback, he wants some guys that are security blankets. I think the Chiefs offense this week will be super simple. Get the ball out quick, get it in the hands of those guys, and when in doubt, throw it to your big guys. So I love tight end game, Kels and Noah to have a touchdown. And then you look at the Titans, obviously a young quarterback, not having a lot of success this year. Tony Pollard's kind of been that one bright spot, so I like them to score this week. Obviously the Chiefs defense is pretty damn good against the run, but they're going to give Tony Pollard the ball a little bit, and he'll make something happen.
All right, you got a Linus security blanket pick for us there in the spirit of Christmas with Charlie Brown, right?
That's right. I hope the Chiefs can kind of put some things together. I hope we can see some of the young guys step up, Jalen Royals, a couple of the tight ends, a couple of guys on defense. But at the end of the day, this is kind of when you see who really loves being out there. Nothing to play for other than pride. So I think we're going to see a different type of Chiefs over the next 3 games, and I think it'll be good. I think you take it as a preseason. You don't really care about wins and losses. You just want to see growth with those young players.
All right. Well, we appreciate your picks all season long. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Remember, gamble or wager responsibly, folks.
DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Missouri. New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app and use the code KINGDOM when you sign up. The crown is yours.
All right, folks, welcome back. Mr. Pennell, special guest in the house. Your childhood doctor means a lot to you.
A very, very special guest. Without him, none of this is possible. Dr. Gamis over there. Get a good angle. Look at that guy right there. That's a good-looking guy.
Tell us why he's so special and important to you.
He helped me through, my first obstacle in life when I had pediatric cancer. Wilms tumor, if I'm saying it correctly. I did it. So I went through my whole chemotherapy process, and he was there every step of the way, and very appreciative for him, for sure.
Yeah, how about that, folks? That's unbelievable. Hand all the way around. Well done. All right, let's get into a little bit of social media. I know you're a big social media guy, posting food and your drip pictures walking into the game. Why do you like social media so much?
It's just a way of expression. And a lot of people, I want to get this out there, a lot of people think I'm cryptic on Instagram. I just be posting one-liners. I don't know what's going on, but, you know, I think it's definitely something fun, a way to connect with the fans and connect with people that don't necessarily have your phone number. So this is something I enjoy for sure, you know. Showing off a little bit of clothes. We got an ongoing competition in the D-line room on the team, and whatever good eats I'm eating in Kansas City. So I'd like to share that with the people.
Cool stuff. All right, your nickname, The Beast,
yes, sir.
Right? Where did that come from?
Came from childhood, my mother. There was a few nicknames in there, and that's the one that kind of stuck, you know. Went from like Water Boy to Mikey to like The Beast when we were talking about football, so I'm glad we elevated. That one kind of stuck.
Yeah, it's a great nickname. And speaking of that, we got a playoff bracket for you.
Okay.
Our producer came up with 4 beasts,
okay,
and he wants you to pick, all right? So first of all, you got Beast from Beauty and the Beast on one side going against the Beast from the Sandlot, the dog. On the other side, the Beastie Boys against Mr. Beast. So let's start on the left side. You taking Beauty and the Beast or the dog from the Sandlot?
We got to take Beauty and the Beast, you know.
Beauty and the
yeah,
Beast?
both sides. I resonate with them, yeah.
Okay, very good. And then how about the Beastie Boys or Mr. Beast?
I mean, Beastie Boys as a group, we got to be logical. Mr. Beast stands no chance. We'll go Beastie Boys.
Yeah, well, you know, Travis Kelce would probably help you with that pick as well, fighting for your right to pick
Yeah,
him.
man.
Okay, so the final head-to-head matchup, the Beast from Beauty and the Beast or the Beastie Boys?
We got to go the Beast from the Beauty and the Beast. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, it's a classic. You know, he shows both sides. You know, the Beast and the soft side. So that's what we got to go with.
All right. You know Dr. Oz, the mentalist guy?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that guy, but you know what he does, right?
Yes, he's good.
Well, before we sat down, I put in there what I think you would pick. You want to pick that out? Open her up?
This is live now.
It's a piece of paper.
This is live. I haven't looked in the
It's a
cut.
piece of paper. And y'all have watched me the whole time. What's it read, sir?
Beauty and the Beast.
How about that? There we go. I know you got little ones, so I know you've seen that movie 4 or 5 times, so there you go. Good stuff.
That was good.
All right. Audience questions with Mike Pennell. When we come back, stick around.
Dr. Oz is
Big news. DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Missouri. You'll be so dialed in to every play that you forget to eat your wings.
DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Missouri. New customers turn a $5 bet into $300 instantly in bonus bets.
So Wildhaven Homes is going to be the premier builder in Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Tennessee.
So ideally at Wildhaven Homes, we're looking for families that want a legacy. We want to go past just the idea of building cookie cutter homes and be able to do something that transcends time.
Whatever you want from a barn door perspective, we can provide that.
Why Wildhaven? Because you're going to be part of our family, and that's how we're going to treat you. And we're going to be there with you every step of the way, building your perfect Wildhaven home.
Visit our website, check us out on social media, and we hope that we can be a part of your forever home.
Oh no! Son of a nutcracker. This is what I get for eating all those cookies. Hey, Rotor-Rooter, I got a big clog for you. I'm stuck in the chimney. Again. Yep, I'm the clog. Any chance you could fa-la-la over here?
For all your holiday plumbing needs, Rotor-Rooter can save the day.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Whoa, you don't see that every day.
Mind your business.
I mean, how did that happen?
Mind your business, Billy. That's why we have auto owners. Our agent was able to customize our policies so when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered.
Because minding your business is our business.
Now that's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-America Specialty Markets in Lee Summit, O'Fallon, and Springfield if auto owners make sense for you.
Big news. DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Missouri. You'll be so dialed in to every play that you forget to eat your wings.
DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Missouri. New customers turn a $5 bet into $300 instantly in bonus bets.
I got you.
Welcome back to Kansas City Huddle. Audience question time now for Mr. Mike Pennell. This is from Betsy. Looks like a child's handwriting because it looks like mine, so I know. What is your favorite snack before a game?
I don't want to promote this too much, Betsy, but I do drink half of a Coca-Cola out of the aluminum can
half?
before the game. Just half.
Half of a mini?
No. No, we got it. Yeah.
The big one?
Yeah, big
You
one.
got to get fired up a little bit.
It definitely does the job.
I mean, you'll burn it off in 5 or 10 minutes. All right, Rylan wants to know, how many years would you like to continue playing in the NFL?
Ooh, I would love to be blessed with 2 more years, but I definitely want to play 1 more year as long as the body's right, the mental's there, and the will is there, and it is. So.
Well, you're 10 years younger than Phillip Rivers, so why not?
Hey, there might be a chance.
There you go. All right, Crystal wants to know, what's one thing you would tell young players who think talent is enough alone to make it in the NFL?
Oh, I would tell you that it's not. I would say that work ethic, is the most important thing. If you have the talent, that's half the battle, but you have to work at it because everyone in the NFL is talented.
All right. Next up, Sarah wants to know, what's your favorite part of game day that fans don't get to see?
Favorite part of game day? I think it's just coming into the locker room, like after you see all the media and everything like that, and just seeing like all the guys and everybody there, like that's probably my favorite part.
Yeah, I know you guys go in the locker room, you come out 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I mean, you got it down though. What are you listening to when you come out? I know everybody's on their headphones. Some folks come out with no shoes on.
See, we don't have any of those guys, but usually, whatever the locker room is playing, I like to vibe out with the guys, talk, making sure everybody's nerves is loose and ready to play.
All right, next up from Keith, what part of playing defensive line do fans most not understand, do most misunderstand?
Ooh, double teams and schemes, it's hard getting double teamed 50 times and making plays, guys. Like, double teams are real, and they're out there.
All right, someone wants to know, are you coming up with a new TikTok dance to get 13,000 views to beat your last one?
First of all, I didn't even know I had TikTok, but I'll coordinate with my son.
I don't have it either, so I can't confirm or deny. You got it, my man.
I think I'll confer with my son and see what we can do, and we'll figure it out.
All right, last question. We've got about 20 seconds here. The funniest experience you've had so far playing with the Chiefs?
The funniest, I would have to say St. Joe, man. I mean, being up there at training camp, yelling out George, that makes my morning every time before practice.
Yeah,
so.
It makes the fans' morning as well, and I think you've made everyone's here night because it's a fantastic show. Mr. Pennell, thank you for coming in. We always appreciate your time. And thank you, folks, for coming out tonight on the regular season finale of Kansas City Huddle. We'll see you next year.
Kansas City Huddle is brought to you by KB Complete, Chicken and Pickle, Zenith Rehabilitation, and DraftKings Sportsbook, now live in Missouri.
Supporting your team will never feel the same. Introducing Action Heat's officially licensed NFL heated gear. With built-in heating elements that warm to 150 degrees, Action Heat is revolutionizing game day. With everything from heated jackets and vests to scarves and hand warmers, simply plug in, turn on, and feel the heat. You don't need fair weather to be a fan. Tackle cold weather with battery-heated apparel. Visit actionheat.com today.
Yo, what's better than a great touchdown? 5 great touchdowns.
Jamal Charles was cooking.
Man, see, those are grown man touchdowns right there.
What is that supposed to mean? Grown man touchdowns. Tell me what it means, weird beard. You look like you about to give out the Gettysburg Address. You got a log cabin? With that stovepipe hat? What's the spread, Brian? Is it 4 scores?
New Missouri customers, sign up today and score $300 in bonus bets once we're live. The crown is yours.
Coming up at 6:30, a scam involving Bitcoin investing that has the attention of Missouri's lead investigator. We'll tell you the latest and what you need to know. Plus, the countdown to the kickoff to Missouri State's first ever bowl game. We're live in Frisco, Texas, speaking to excited fans that made their trip down south. And a shakeup today in the search for the next head coach of the Bears football program. Ozarks First at 6:30 starts now.
This is Ozarks First News at 6:30.
First tonight, the Missouri State Bears football team is set to appear in their first ever FBS bowl game in less than 2 hours now down in Frisco, Texas. They're taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves in the Xbox Bowl. Kickoff set for 8 o'clock. You can watch that game on TV on ESPN2 or stream it on ESPN+. First tonight, though, we have some off-the-field news to share with you regarding the search for the team's next head coach. We send it straight over to Dan Lucy, bringing us the latest developments we've learned this evening. Dan?
Yeah, thanks, Bailey. Exactly 1 week after Ryan Beard left Missouri State for Coastal Carolina, tonight, the Bears have found his replacement. If the Missouri State Board of Governors will have a Zoom meeting tomorrow morning to make it official, Casey Woods, that guy right there, will become the Bears' new football coach. Woods is 42 years old, and he's been the offensive coordinator at Southern Methodist for the past 4 seasons. SMU confirming to Ozarks First that Woods is leaving for Springfield. Prior to SMU, he was an assistant coach in charge of tight ends at Mizzou, Alabama, Birmingham, and Auburn. Coaching college football runs in Casey Woods' blood. He is the son of Sparky Woods, who coached at VMI and was also an assistant coach at both South Carolina and Alabama. And for the record, Casey Woods did help the Mustangs win over Missouri State here at Plaster Stadium on September 13th. And speaking of the Xbox Bowl, Chris Pinson is standing by live in Frisco, Texas, and this coaching news came as a surprise as well down in Texas. Chris?
Hey, thank you, Dan. Yeah, this was a major surprise. Look, everybody figured this news might break after the bowl game, not on the day it is played. So I talked to a number of fans here at the Omni Hotel, where I'm at right now, during their official tailgate from 4 to 7, and they were as shocked as I was. I mean, a lot of people really thought this was going to come after the play tonight, but it kind of stole the thunder. However, those players that are going to make the game tonight, they know the mission is to play the game well. As for the fans, well, I got to hang out with a lot of them earlier today at one of the tailgates from noon to 4, and man, was it an absolute blast. For nearly 4 hours, a sea of maroon and white littered the parking lot of the Cambria Hotel as they waited to watch their beloved Bears take the field in the Xbox Bowl.
It's cool to see that there's a fan base now that even considers traveling 6 hours or however long, just to see the Bears and watch them play. So it's awesome.
From young to old, everyone enjoyed discussing the upcoming game over burgers and beverages, but savored being together.
It was neat last night to go to the function and listen to them say that Bears fans have bought more tickets than the other 3 schools. The one we're playing today and then the other 2 coming in next week for their bowl game.
Bringing a touch of home away from home was the driving force behind the gathering for event organizers Will Fisher Companies and Tim O'Reilly.
Bears fans are here, right? We were out with them last night having a good time, and they want something to do. Back home, our tailgates are so fun. Let everybody have something to do from 12 to 4 while we're here in Frisco, and put all the Bear fans together is really exciting.
Yeah, it was incredible to be there, part of it. Look, they had over 300 burgers they brought with them. They ran out in 2 hours, had to go buy more. As for tonight, here at the Omni, it was packed. Beautiful sunset was going down to my left. Bear Nation has showed up and showed out for this bowl game. And, well, in just under 2 hours, they are looking forward to getting the first victory here at the Xbox Bowl over Arkansas State. I have the highlights from that game coming up tonight at 9 and 10 o'clock for you. Can't wait. Should be a whole lot of fun. Reporting live here at the Omni Hotel in Frisco, Chris Pinson, Ozarks First.
All right, thank you, Chris. The football team is actually not the only university group taking part in Missouri State's first bowl game. The Missouri State Pride Marching Band also making their trip down to Texas. We'll be highlighting that and hearing from a band member coming up after your full weather forecast. A live look at downtown Springfield as we give you a first look at the upcoming forecast. Man, today was a windy one, wasn't it? Enough to pull your car all over the road or at least whip your hair around. Well, the sun out and about sometimes, and the temperature's not too bad either. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner.
Yeah, that wind, the big story this afternoon, as you said, and I would guess that there are a few garbage cans that are in a different place than they started this morning with the wind that we've had this afternoon. Winds gusting really starting at about 3 o'clock. We noticed a big uptick in wind speeds in the Springfield area, and the stronger winds have overspread our eastern counties since. Wind speeds have topped 60 miles per hour in gusts in portions of southwest Missouri. Joplin reported a gust of 64 miles per hour. Springfield reporting a gust earlier to 61 miles per hour. And here recently, we've had a gust to 48 miles per hour. Wind advisories are still in effect, and they'll remain in effect through 8 o'clock. That appears to be about the time that wind speeds will start to die down. 42 right now. Overnight tonight, look for those temperatures to continue to decline along with the wind speeds. By morning, light winds, but temperatures in the low to mid 20s. And coming up, we're going to talk about some bundle-up weather for Friday morning, but really most of the forecast revolves around very warm conditions for late December. Bailey?
All right, thank you, Jamie. Well, the Saturday before Christmas is often called Super Saturday, and this year it's projected to be the biggest shopping day of the season. Nearly 160 million consumers are expected to shop for some last-minute gifts nationwide, that according to the National Retail Federation. Tonight, Ozarks First Doreen Abaya is live after speaking to some smaller shops here in Springfield to see if their expected numbers will give them an extra boost in their bottom lines.
I'm here on C Street where business owners are saying the season is actually bringing in a lot of shoppers, and they actually need a lot of meaningful and unique gifts.
We've seen decreases and we've seen increases, and right now we are on an increase of sales. So we are seeing a trend of more shoppers. So every day we've got new stuff coming in, more items, more gifts. We're trying to keep it stocked.
Michael Dawes is the owner of American Heritage. Just up the street, Springfield Mercantile is also seeing a strong season, but the tariffs have somehow impacted her business.
There's a lot more support for local businesses this year. I really am seeing that. People who come in, they're coming in with cash on purpose. It's been quite difficult to find replacements for a lot of our products. A lot of our brushes, brooms, things like that are made in Germany.
Katie says her suppliers would usually ask her to pay the difference in tariffs to an already costly product before receiving the package.
Well, most of them will ship. You just have to be willing to pay the tariffs. Adding on to an already pretty high cost is just something you have to weigh out. Is it worth it? Do you think your customers are willing to pay that price? I have had a few packages recently that come to my door and you have to hand UPS the tariff money before they will hand you the box.
At Ledoux Furniture and Whatnot, the focus isn't on selling items. It's about creating an experience. The owners say that's what makes C Street unique.
We are trying to create experience here and meaningful experience. In our case with our jewelry, they're one of a kind. People have to come here for our special unique gifts that we get on Amazon.
The businesses say they're stocking up ahead of Super Saturday and will be given this reporting live in Springfield, Doreen Abaya, First.
All right, thank you, Doreen. The next Powerball drawing Saturday night, it's expected to be up to $1.5 billion. So we're curious for our question of the day. We want to know, are you planning to buy a Powerball ticket? Yes, no, or maybe so. Let us know. Scan the QR code by going to ozarksfirst.com/vote or scanning the QR code on your screen. We'll be sharing the updated results at the end. Typical ATM machine that you'd find in a gas station, but instead of giving you cash, these machines take your cash. The FBI says Americans were scanned out of $5.6 billion from cryptocurrency accounts last year. Meanwhile, 5 Bitcoin companies that operate machines in Missouri at gas and liquor stores are being investigated by Missouri Attorney General Catherine Hanaway.
We have a real crisis in this area. Particularly the elderly have been targeted with phone calls telling them that it's an emergency. They need to go deposit cash in these machines, either to help a loved one out who's in some kind of trouble because there's some problem with their bank account.
Missouri lawmakers advanced legislation to regulate Bitcoin machines, but a final vote on that never happened. Another live look from our tower cam this time, where you can see our camera being whipped around by that wind. Your full 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
This is Ozarks First News at 6:30 with Bailey Stroll and Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warrener.
Toyotathon is on. Discover holiday magic with a new Toyota. Awesome. Oh, Santa got my letter.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
It's a magical time at Bass Pro Shops in Springfield, Missouri, the most fun place to shop holiday season. Experience the twinkling lights, the joy of the season, and the spirit of the great outdoors. Stop by Santa's Wonderland for a free photo with Santa, a holiday tradition for the whole family. Then lace up your skates and glide across our brand new ice skating adventure, surrounded by sparkling lights. Complete your visit next door at America's Best Aquarium. Step inside Johnny Morris's Wonders of Wildlife National Aquarium and Spring Sea Lights Enchanted Christmas. Be surrounded by glowing seas and firefly forests that come alive. Discover a story, a reminder that the beauty of nature shines brightest when we conserve it together. This immersive experience is included with a membership, making it a perfect time to join. Come see the magic at Wonders of Wildlife's Sea of Lights, going on now.
When you live here in the Ozarks, you learn real quick that doing it right the first time isn't just a slogan, it's survival. Around here, when things back up, flood, or break down, you call the pros who know how to fix it for good. At the Plumber's Plumber, we're the team other plumbers call when they hit a wall. From lake homes to city shops, we handle the work that has to get done, and we do it right every time. We don't just clear drains, we build trust one call at a time. Trusted by homeowners, chosen by plumbers. Call the Plumber's Plumber today. The name says it all.
Experience the world's largest sports book at fingertips.
I'm Derek Stevens. I'm a lifelong sports bettor and owner of Circus Sports. We built this platform for bettors that want high limits and total transparency.
Featuring high limits, player-friendly pricing, and exceptional live customer service when you need it.
Hi, how may I help you today?
Download your new bookie today and start betting like a pro.
Circus Sports.
Hi, Roger here from Race Brothers. Come check out our full line of steel products perfect for the gift-giving season. From the classic steel chainsaw to the battery-powered equipment, we have everything you need to maximize your holiday gift-giving. Give a gift they'll love all year round with steel products, accessories, and more. Don't forget our great parts and service department. We service what we sell at Race Brothers in Springfield, Carthage, and Monette. You'll like the way we do business. Tell a friend.
Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply.
And Western Wear. Toyotathon is on. Discover holiday magic with a new Toyota. Awesome. Oh, Santa got my letter.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, it's been kind of a wild December day across the area. Starting off very warm. Temperatures near 60 this morning. That came with showers. The clouds cleared out around or shortly after lunchtime today, and then the winds really started to pick up about 3 o'clock. Look what's happening with our tower camera up on the tower. I mean, the tower's just kind of wobbling around, and it's because of the strong winds that continue to howl outside. Sustained winds at 30 miles per hour with gusts still approaching 50 miles per hour. And look at the roller coaster ride with temperatures, again, getting near 60 this morning before falling into the 40s behind the front with the clouds in late morning, during the late morning hours. And then after that with sunshine climbing back up to 53. Since then, well, temperatures are tumbling again, and we are going to get to bundle up weather levels, I think, by Friday morning. Now, the rain of this morning is spreading east across the Ohio Valley. You can see a very narrow line of showers and thunderstorms racing east with a threat of wind as they move across Kentucky and Tennessee. Skies have cleared out across our area. I think we saw a little bit of dust sweep across the area towards sunset. At least that's what I saw on the tower camera, and I was checking the satellite imagery. It looks like I could see some of that. I think that will thin out pretty quickly. Overnight tonight, the strong winds will die down this evening. They should be light by morning. And then for tomorrow afternoon, we'll be on the warmer side of the high, but we're also going to have some filtered sunshine. And because of the cold pocket of air coming into the area tonight and tomorrow morning, there's still going to be some residual impacts of that. So it's going to be a struggle to get temperatures up to 50. Now, over the weekend, we are going to be on the warmer side of a front on Saturday. Saturday, by the way, is my pick day of this upcoming weekend. Now, ahead of that cold front, many spots will get to 60. Behind that cold front, temperatures are looking cooler as we give up our gains on Sunday. Winds will be blowing out of the east-southeast by Sunday afternoon as a chilly area of high pressure slides by to the north. And like we find on Friday, I think we're going to see waves of high clouds on Saturday and then again on Sunday. So no day is going to be completely clear, but also no day is going to be cloudy. And it looks like a much nicer weekend than what we experienced last weekend. Temperatures tonight dropping into the 20s. So it looks like low to mid 20s common north of the state line, mid to upper 20s south of the state line. Wind chills in the teens in a lot of the area to start the day Friday. For Friday afternoon, we're going to warm up to about 50 in Springfield. Looks like low 50s to the south and southwest, 40s to the northeast. Saturday looks warmer, mid to upper 50s north. Low to mid 60s south. I think we might be able to get up to 60 here in the Springfield area with a high of 51 on Sunday. The week of Christmas still has a very, very warm look about it and a quiet look. That's the good news. Sometimes when it gets warm this time of the year, you have to worry about severe weather. I don't think that's going to be a concern during the week of Christmas. But what we'll also find, not just the warmth, we're going to find Gulf moisture moving north on Monday and just settling in for the long haul throughout the week. The impact will be an unusually warm pattern that will keep snow completely out of the cards for our area. It will be one of the warmest Christmas holidays ever recorded in the Ozarks, and record highs will be challenged Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Take a look at those numbers. It's not just the afternoons that are going to be unusually warm. Even the overnight's unusually warm. It looks like Santa may have to trade in that heavy coat for a t-shirt and also some shorts with the warmth that we're going to find Christmas Eve night. Bailey?
The Bears football team, not the only program taking over Frisco, Texas tonight ahead of the Xbox Bowl. The Missouri State Pride Marching Band is with the team, ready to perform on one of their biggest stages yet. Ozarks First, Parker Paget, live at Missouri State tonight. And Parker, you spoke with the director and a band member today ahead of their performance that's coming up in just about an hour.
Yeah, Dr. Snow is hoping a morning rehearsal got some rust out of the way for tonight. It's a big deal for the program with over 300 members ready to bring that Missouri State sound to Frisco, Texas. Now, band director Dr. Snow tells me that the band will play the same show that they've played all season. It is selections from 80s rock band Styx. Now, Snow says the band left Wednesday morning and today had a 2-hour run-through. He says it's been nearly a month since the band had performed. Snow adds that the bowl game didn't cover much for the band to be part of the event, so he is thankful for Missouri State leaders to step in and help support the program. I spoke to senior drum major Sonia Brecken, who says this is a historic night of firsts, not just for the program, but Missouri State overall.
My path led me to come here, and my classmates are, maybe they're tired from the bus ride, but one day they'll look back for sure and they'll be like, you know what, we were there. I was the first Pride band to go to Missouri State, or go to Frisco and do the Xbox Bowl, which is also the first Xbox Bowl ever. So that's also a history marker.
We will have highlights from the Xbox Bowl tonight, including a live report from the game with Ozarks First sports reporter Chris Pensett. Reporting live in Springfield, Parker Paget, Ozarks First.
And still ahead, finding mental health relief can throw you some curveballs, but we're highlighting a group tonight that is providing services at an affordable price. Stay with us.
you own your own business, you own every decision. And with over $2,500 in annual value, now own the card that rewards you for it. Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
The holidays are really busy this year. Winnings Desk, like most places, we bring in some seasonal help.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Chris is a little unusual.
Christmas Eve.
I'm not sure he's ever worked in an office before.
Oh.
But his ideas are great.
The bigger your stocking, the more tickets we can put in there. Hey, something's wrong with the cocoa.
Gift the Missouri Lottery. Winners welcome.
Here's our Fox 49 High School Athlete of the Week.
This week's Athlete of the Week is Chase Branham. Branham is a junior on the Logan Rogersville High School basketball team. Last week, Branham dropped 32 points in the Wildcats' win against the Fayetteville Bulldogs in the team's first game of the Bill Rowe Queen City Showcase. Branham knocked down a trio of three-pointers and then threw down a couple monster dunks, too, that brought the crowd out of their seats. Branham is currently committed to play basketball for Blue Blood powerhouse Indiana in 2027. Do you have an Athlete of the Week nomination? Send them in with pictures or video to dlucy@color10.com. Again, that's dlucy@color10.com. Once again, congrats to this week's Athlete of the Week, Chase Branham.
Congratulations to our Fox 49 High School Athlete of the Week, sponsored by Midwest Technical Institute.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. And with 8 times points on Chase Travel, now own the card that rewards you for it. Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
And now, serving the Ozarks, sponsored by Nav Restoration and Roofing and by Patriot Heat and Air.
Finding therapy services at a reasonable cost in the Ozarks can sometimes be quite tough. For this week's Serving the Ozarks, our Angela Luna sat down with the Betty and Bobby Allison Counseling Services on how they're providing services at an affordable price for those struggling with their mental health.
The holidays can be a tough time for many people, especially those who struggle with grief.
There's a lot going on, a lot of reminders about family and loved ones maybe that are gone. Nostalgia for things that we can't quite get back, difficult relationships. All of those are reasons that people might come and want to talk and get some help.
Betty and Bobby Allison Counseling Services have been providing affordable services for individuals struggling with their mental health for over 60 years. Children, families, and adults of all ages are welcome. Executive Director Andrea Bishop says it's rewarding to see people to take the step to get help in order to heal.
It is such meaningful work to see people come in, sometimes at the lowest point in their life. Often we have people who are struggling with suicidal ideation, and to see them grasp onto the hope that we have to offer, that things can change for them and that they can affect that change in their own lives. See them notice patterns, get coping skills, tools, be heard, and then eventually graduate and live life to the fullest of their going forward.
If you or someone you know is struggling, it is easy to get signed up to receive care. Chief Administration Officer Kayla Brockreitens takes the time to match each patient with the right counselor.
Our scheduling team will reach out to you because in that form you'll fill out what you're looking for, what kind of services, a little bit about yourself. You'll give us your financial information so that we can find an affordable way for you to get on our schedule and meet with a therapist.
Reporting in Springfield, Angela Luna, Ozarks First.
Serving the Ozarks, sponsored by Nav Restoration and Roofing and by Patriot Heat and Air.
A familiar light in every eye. Take it all in. It's Christmas time. The memories
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend. And the first-timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Get 0% financing on all 2026 Equinox models.
See your Chevy dealers of the Ozarks.
Is your home's crown jewel losing its shine? Introducing Teague Roofing Plus. With a rich legacy and over 1,000 successful projects, we've become synonymous with reliability and quality. Our licensed and professional roofers are committed to delivering the highest standard of craftsmanship. Whether it's repair or replacement, we ensure your roof is not just a structure, but a shield, offering you peace of mind no matter the weather. Teague Roofing Plus, keeping you covered. Connect with us at TeagueRoofingPlus.com.
The magnitude of this moment is truly humbling.
Transplanting a living heart so someone else can live, this is the power of advanced medicine.
New Heart is in the building. Stay focused. This team was built for this.
100,000 hours of combined training, years of schooling. Where else will you get this level of care?
And get the things that they don't teach in med school.
In sports, we often wish we could have a do-over. You know, a second chance.
Got that right.
1986, Game 6.
Really?
Still wish you had a second chance at that tough loss back in '75?
Not now, John Howe.
Wish you had another chance at winning it all, Barry?
Come on. We're still talking about this?
You can't get a second chance with any of that. But with BetMGM, you can. Lock in the second chance offer for football all season long. BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
All right. Are you going to buy a Powerball ticket? Next drawing Saturday night. Hey, we're leveling this out a bit. 38%, 36% saying they're going to try for it. 56%.
Keep saying it's over $1 billion. I think you're probably going to see that number go up.
I think, yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I don't know. I don't like to be disappointed. I get my hopes up a little too much. I'm going to sit this one out. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.
Give the gift of summertime fun for your entire family from the team at Kelly's Port. We offer Regal boats, Bennington Tritoons, Tiara yachts, Grady White, and Nautique. We've been fortunate and blessed to have been voted 5 years in a row #1 boat dealer at the lake and have 49 years of legacy taking care of families like yours. Shop a new and pre-owned boat today here at Kelly's Port to start making memories that'll last a lifetime. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hi, Roger here from Race Brothers, your one-stop holiday shop. Holiday the Wrangler way. Wrangler has everything you need to get a head start on those holiday wish lists. Are you shopping for one of the hardest workers you know? Look no further than Wrangler for apparel that can power through the chilliest work days. We have all your Wrangler holiday gift ideas here. Don't forget, a Race Brothers gift card is always the right size and available now for your gift-giving needs at Springfield, Carthage, and Monette. You'll like the way we do business. Tell a friend.
There's no place like Oz, and there's no show like Wicked.
So if you care to find me, look to the western sky.
Wicked, the original Broadway blockbuster, flies back to Juanita K. Hammond's Hall from April 22nd through May 3rd only. The Los Angeles Times calls it a phenomenon that keeps growing. Wicked, see it live, remember it forever.
Looks like the sleigh needs a tune-up, and Dodson Williams is my spot.
Yes, sir. We do brakes, tune-ups, and more.
Good morning!
Santa, these fuel trims are way too high. Your brake pads are covered in cookies. I don't even know how to read this dipstick. And all this stuff was in the heater.
Thanks for the tune-up, boys. Time to go ho, ho, ho!
Dodson Williams. Trust the team Santa counts on.
Tonight, it's the 2-hour finale of Next Level Baker, starting now.
"'Twas the week before Christmas, and all through the tower, the kitchens were covered in sugar and flour.
These desserts need to be perfect.
Only 6 bakers left. The finale's in sight.
You have to create a 3-tiered cake. Each tier baked on a different level.
Who will crumble?
This is straight insanity.
And who will shine bright? It's delicious. My only advice before we begin, bake it next level if you want to win. The winner of Next Level Baker.
That's the title you will have forever. It is everything.